Okay, let's get started. We'll set the monkey off to the side. So we're going to undo our twine. This is about 6.5 feet of cotton twine. Oh, I didn't realize how difficult this would be. I think I wrapped it a little tight. Straighten it out. And then what we want to do is find the midway point of the twine. Just put the ends together. All right. And then what we're going to do is make a half hitch. So we're going to take the lanyard, we're going to put the twine through it like that. Hopefully you can see that. And then bring the two ends. There's a lot of twine here, a lot of cord, and we will. And it's okay if it's a little uneven because we have extra and it will get, now we're doing is making a little half hitch, just like that. All right. Then we're ready to begin. So we're going to do the beads in rows. And so here we have 4 dark brown beads to start. So we bring out 4 dark brown beads and we're going to put it on either cord. 1, 2, 3, 4. And your younger fingers will have a much easier time doing this. And then all you're going to do is take the other cord, and I did put a little pink on it just so you could see how it's different, but that's just for illustration purposes. You feed it through the other way. Hopefully you can see past my fingers. Okay, and then you just pull both cords. And it gets easier as we move through the project because there's less cord to pull through. And then you want to make sure that lanyard's centered in your beads and pull it tight. I'm going to just pull that down a little bit. Okay, and there's our first row. Pretty easy. Then the next row has a brown bead and 3 tan beads in the middle. So we lay those out. Doesn't matter which end we start with, but we'll string through brown, tan, tan. Oops. Said I made a mistake. That's all right. Easy to fix. Tan, brown. Okay, that's the second row. All right, we can take a look. Yep, that looks good. I'm going to take the other end, and I'll try this technique where I see if I can't just go through in one shot. It's going, it's going, it's going. Yay! Okay, and then we just pull the 2 cord ends. All right, and what we want to do with every row is to pull it tight. Pull it tight. So we hold it down, pull it tight. Okay. All right. Now our monkey's face is going to take shape. We have a beige, a black, a beige, and a black. And that's going to make this third row right here. Beige, black, beige, black. All right. That technique worked pretty good where we had them lined up. Beige, black, beige, black, beige. All right, take the other end of the cord. See if we can't go through with one swoop. Just kind of pushing it through. There we go. And it emerges from the other side. That was super easy. Okay, he doesn't look like much yet. Okay, just kind of press down, pull on both cords. Now we're going to do the 4th row, and then we're going to put his ears on. Okay, so we'll do the 4th row, and that's a brown, beige, black, beige, brown. So we'll string those up. brown, beige, black, beige, brown. Okay, take the other end of the cord, feed her through. That worked real nice. And it just gets easier as you work on the project. Okay, now you can see his head, his faces together. Now what we're going to do is we're going to just take one of the two cords and we're going to make his ears. Okay, so I'll just take this cord here and I'm going to put 2 pony beads on there. 1, 2. Okay, it's going to go out to the ear and in through the second row. So I'm just going to work that. Takes a little bit of work to get through there, but it'll come through. Okay, so it emerges the other side. Just gently pull it through. And there you have 2 ears on one side of his head. Doesn't look like much yet, but trust me, it's coming together. Now we'll make his left ear. We'll put on these 2 beads. 1, 2. All right, and that's going to feed through the row we just made. There's 5 beads in that row. Feeding it through till he comes out the other side. And it has. It's a little hard to see. All right. And then what you do is when you pull it tight, you'll see he's beginning to emerge. He's got his 2 ears. All right. And now we're going to do this 5th row, which is the bottom of his chin, and then we'll move into the body. Okay, so this is brown, beige, beige, brown. Okay, and we'll feed him onto 1 cord. Okay, take the other cord, feed it through the opposite way. Pull it till they come together. There we go. There's his face. Okay. Now we're going to do the first layer of his body, which is 5 brown beads. So we'll bring out our 5 beads. Doesn't matter which one we string them on, because we're always going to go back and forth with both cords when we're doing the main part of his body. So we've got these 5. Oops. Oh, look at that. Somehow I tied a knot in there. That's all right. This is a good example. If something goes wrong, don't panic. Just take it apart. I'm pulling the cord out. Not sure what I did there. All right, and we'll start again. So I want those 5 beads on the cord. Looks good. I'm going to string the opposite cord through. Okay. Okay, now we're going to move into their arms, and it's not tricky, it just takes a little more focus. We're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beads to make the arm. Then we'll put on 1 for the thumb and 2 for the fingers. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and count out 6 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the thumb and the 2 fingers. So I've got my supplies ready to go. Okay, this will be the left arm. And as we do this, this will be exactly what we'll do for the legs as well. So as you're learning this, you'll do it 4 times. The right arm, the left arm, the right leg, and the left leg. So we bring those 6 beads up. Now we're going to bead a thumb on, and we're going to get close to that last bead on the arm. But what we're going to do is we're going to go through that last bead. Okay. And that's what this pattern shows you. If you look really close and you squint, you're going to get that thumb pointing up, or it may point down. If it does, that's okay. Then we're going to take his 2 fingers or his fist, put those 2 beads on. Okay. And then what we'll do is we're going to take our end of our cable and we're going to put it back down the arm. Okay. And this takes a little patience, but this twine is super good. It doesn't fray very much, and look how easy was that. Okay. Now, when you do this, you want to hold on down and give him a little tug so that he's nice and neat as you go along. Okay, so just press down and tug the cables. All right, now we have one arm done. And you can fool around with the beads to make it look like a fist. Sometimes they want to cooperate and sometimes they don't. Okay. All right, now we'll do the other arm. So we have 6 beads for the arm, the thumb, and the 2 beads that'll make the fist. We use just 1 wire or 1 twine for this, just like the other arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, oops, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we pull our arm down those beads down to the body. Now we're going to put his opposable thumb on. Okay. And when we do the thumb, we want to go through that last pony bead that we just put on the arm, like that. You want to keep the arm together and pull that thumb. Oops, I had got a knot in there. I don't want the knot. Okay, just kind of work the bead so he's next to that last bead on the arm. Okay, pull it tight. Then we'll put the 2 beads that represent the fist. 1, 2. String those down. And what we'd really like to do is have that lay sideways. And we'll bring the cord back through the 6 beads that make up the arm. Okay. And it's not going through as easily as the last one did, but that's okay. We be patient. We just work it. You can kind of feel it as it goes in, and we're looking for it to come out at the body, and there it is. Okay. So when you're doing the arms and the legs, you just want to try to get everything as tight as you can. And he's being a little pesky. Okay, that's pretty good. He's pretty tight. All right, that might be a good point to stop, and we can stretch a little bit, and then we'll go on to the body. Are you okay, Jim? All right, now we're going to start with the body. We already did his shoulders, and now we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beads we're going to do that 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, 4 rows. So this is where we'll just move along super quick. But you can see he's starting to look like a monkey, and he is quite cute, and he's worth the effort. So this is the first time I have ever used pony beads, and I can tell you, if I can do it, you can do it. Okay. There we go. Okay, pull tight. Good. 6 more beads. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm going to try this where I keep them held in my hand. We'll just experiment. See about if I do that, maybe that'll make it easier to feed it through. I got 4 of them. There's 5. We'll get that 6th one. Okay. Okay, that's the second of the 6 bead rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it doesn't matter which way you start, left or right. This monkey, he's pretty much the same on both sides. Okay, we'll try that again. Got it through 3, that's good. Get it through the last 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, and with each row you do, you want to pull tight. Okay, we're halfway through the body now. We've done 1, 2, 3. Actually, we're just going to do 1 more row of 6. It's more than halfway. All right. 1, 2. Great. Okay, and we'll just check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do a row of 5. Now, this is, if you look at this map closely, you'll see that there's a little loop right here that holds these 5 beads and these 3 beads together, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Okay, so I'm going to turn them over just to prove to you. Looks the same both ways. All right. So this has 5 beads in this next body row, and then the next row has 3. And we're going to work on both of these at the same time. Okay, and it's just right here because we need to make sure that the legs are secured to the body. It's kind of creating a hip joint for him. So instead of putting all 5 beads on, we are only going to put on 4 beads. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 beads. And then we're going to do the next row, 1, 2, 3 beads. and I'm going to get this placed up here. I know this looks confusing. Okay, and so what's going to happen is we're going to bring this cord back through these 4, and it's going to tie these 2 rows of body beads together. Okay. All right, we want to get that nice and close to the prior row, and then we're going to hold it down. Okay. So I have these 4 beads, and these 3 are already secured, and now I'm going to put the last bead on this upper row. All right. I know it seems funny, but it will make sense when we start to tie these legs on. Okay, and I'm going to want to get everything nice and tight. Okay. Now I'm going to take this cable and go, or this cord, and go through all 5 beads. Okay, and see how this is a little loose right here? Just give it a little tug, give it a little tug. Okay, so now his body is complete with a little loop down here to give him a hip joint for these legs that we're going to do. All right, we are almost done. Now we're going to do the legs. We'll do the left leg first. So we've got 6 for the leg. We've got a big thumb or a big toe, and then the rest of his fingers. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and we'll work those up to the body. Okay, I'm gonna just give it a, okay, we're gonna put on the opposable. We string it, and then we wrap it through the last bead, just like that. It's okay if it points downward. If he wants to be pesky and have it point downward, that's okay. Okay, then we put on the last 2. 1, 2, and then we'll feed the cord up through the 6 leg beads. Okay, it takes a little work, but it's coming, and there it is, emerging near the body. There we go. All right, so this is important that right here we make sure we tighten everything up, because we're just about to the point we're going to do his tail. So we want all these cords nice and tight. Okay, this one's loose. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now we've got 3 legs. Final leg. We're going to have 6 beads. We'll have the opposable thumb and the fist. We've got 3 beads, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right, that gets his leg up there. Great. Then we're going to do this bead. We'll loop around that last bead on the leg. Give a nice tug. Good. That one's pointing upward. Take 2 more beads. And then we take the cord back through the 6 leg beads. And we're just about back to the body. There it is. It's, you know what would work great is if I had tweezers, but I don't. Okay. All right. I have very poor vision, so I'm going to have to. There it is. All right. You won't have as much trouble spotting that cord coming through as I do. All right, but there we go. We have his last leg. And you can just twist the beads to make it look like a fist and a thumb, and then pull it tight. All right, now we're gonna do the tail. And so all we need to do with the tail is we're going to come in from both legs and go through the center bead in the body and then start working the tail down. So we bring this cord in through 2 beads. Okay, I'm going to, ooh, our monkey's a little bit loose there. Let's give him some tugs. Okay. Gonna go through. We're almost done, so you're doing great. Hanging in there. Okay, that's gone through 2 beads. Okay, see how that tail comes through? And then the cord from the other leg goes through just the 2 beads. Okay, so they're coming out opposite sides of the bead. All right. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 beads to do the tail, and you're almost done. All right, and so this is super easy. You're going to go from one side and the other side. Pull it tight. Just do that same thing 7 times. And you can see how easier it's getting as that cord is getting shorter as we use it to make the monkey. We're not dealing with as much cord. He's taking shape nicely. You'll be able to do this so much faster than me. But we both can do it. You can do it, and I can do it. And he is just, all right. Let's give him some tightness. Pull, pull, pull. Okay, just 3 more beads and we've got him. Pull. 2. And the last bead. Okay, and we'll just hold them down, give them the last couple tugs. All right, there's our monkey. Looks good from this side. Looks good from that side. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to tie a knot with the very bottom of the tail, but we're going to try to tie the knot so that it sits above that pony bead up here in this little hole right here. So we'll do it once and we'll do it twice. Again, pulling really tight. And then what we'll do is to secure that knot, we just take our clear glue that dries clear, and we're just going to put a little dab on there. We're just going to put a little dab on there. So you can't even see it. Perfect. Then we'll set it to the side and let it dry. And when it's dry, like this monkey, he's dry, we're just going to come in. See where that knot is? We're going to trim it. And that glue that's now nice and dry and clear is secure. And there we go. There is our project, our monkey completed. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.